Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Zachary Dickinson here. Hope you have all had a wonderful and blessed weekend. If you worked this weekend, then what is your weekend? If not, if you don't really have a weekend and you just work 24/7, then how do you relax? But anyways, welcome back to the channel. Hope this is a wonderful start to a wonderful week. We have pretty much now caught up to all of Marvel in the current video formats we've done so far. The MCU Multiverse Saga movies compilation will be coming out tomorrow. Outside of that, I just watched Punisher One Last Kill, so that's what this video will be about. I have no clue how long it'll be. It'll just be me straight up yapping and reacting to what the Punisher One Last Kill was. It was only it was about 50-ish minutes in total. And outside of that, what will be the next couple of lines of stuff coming out for this part of the channel? Well, that would be I'm going to be doing a few things with talking about the DCU. How has the beginning of the DCU been? Every confirmed project and unconfirmed project, going through everything about the DCU. And then I'll be ranking I'll be doing a very long video, which is my anticipation, of ranking every single MCU movie, since I've already done every single MCU canon show as of right now. And so after that, I'll just be doing a few things here and there before towards the end of the summer I'll start doing two video series, one on the MCU and one on the DCU, of every MCU or DCU project explained in each and every individual movie or show, going until I am all the way through, and then after that we'll figure it all out from there. So most of the summer will be me kind of doing random knick-knacking videos of the Marvel and DC universe. After I'm done with all the movies and shows and all of that, I'll probably just start doing comic stuff or something. I haven't thought that far. That's probably sometime next year. If I'm being honest, we have no, it might not be next year, because the MCU already has well over like 60 to 70 projects, and the DCU I won't start covering until I finish the entirety of the MCU. And so I want to let that build up a little, and so because of that, the DCU won't really have anything until probably next year in that kind of video series. And those will be kind of like deep dives explaining timelines, and all the different things, and explaining things from earlier movies into how they affected later movies and their decisions and stuff like that. So now we will get into Punisher One Last Kill. So this starred Frank Castle. He recently slaughtered the Janucci family, a father, couple of brothers, but he didn't kill the mother. And so Frank Castle / Punisher kind of lives in this suburban style, just like hidden away, kind of just apartment all to himself. He gets a few flashbacks from Karen Page, one of his old war buddies, a few flashbacks from his family. He visits their graves towards the beginning of the TV special, and once again after everything that has happened. So this woman, supposedly part of the Nucci family, she has a bodyguard of sorts, and she puts a hit on Frank Castle's entire apartment complex, or really the entire block that he lives on. She puts a hit to kill all on that block. And so Frank obviously defends it and goes on a massive killing spree against everyone that is trying to kill all these innocent people, whenever it's just him doing all the bad things. Towards the beginning of the thing, before she comes out and says this hit has been given, there Frank goes to a small like donut or coffee shop or whatever, and he gets a free coffee and stuff from the owner due to a customer causing a big disturbance in the shop, being somewhat like mentally ill or just having some type of episode to some degree. So the owner feels bad and gives Frank a free thing, not really knowing fully whether he is or isn't the Punisher. It's not really defined whether he knows or doesn't know about Frank being the Punisher. And so outside of that, once the killing kind of starts, it just starts and it just goes, and that's a good chunk of probably a fourth to over half of the whole TV special, just Frank killing and killing and killing and killing. And it's just cool visuals and good shots of Frank just basically killing almost every single one of them. Um the mother kind of survives and doesn't have any final confrontation, so there leaves that small of a window of a possibility of something more, but it's not. But with all these TV specials, the whole point of the TV special is it to be more close to a one-off from Marvel's point of view. But I could still see them doing something with Punisher. He has a lot of legs to do it. However, John Bernthal himself was one of the writers on the show, and he takes major control over it because he knows the character and knows how much people care about the writing of their individual favorite characters. And so Frank wants nothing. So John Bernthal wants them to be all written well, and we know how Marvel sometimes doesn't write things too well, or some of the key actors don't fully agree with the writing, and so we don't I don't really know whether or not we will or won't get anything Punisher related. And so this was just a good TV special. Oh, at the end of the whole thing, it's been a little bit of time after. There's this man and woman walking on the street. They're having a fun little conversation. The man's obviously happy about picking someone up, just about anyone up from a train station, knowing all these facts and stuff. Either a niece, a nephew, a grandkid, maybe a partner, spouse, or something. We don't really know. And then this random guy is swinging a bat and is aiming for the woman's head. What happens? Punisher. Frank Castle in full Punisher gear takes him out. And there's this old man in the background saying he took my hat. Frank Castle gives him the hat back, releases the guy, and then he goes, he didn't just take my hat. Not we never really heard or hear about what exactly else he took. But then Frank kills the guy. And then that's it. That's the whole thing. It's just Frank chilling after killing a whole family of criminals. Someone puts a hit out on his block. He kills the majority of the people there. Saved the owner and his family of that coffee shop or donut shop or whatever. And then time skip. Takes out a like gang member or random teen with tattoos and stuff. And so it was about 50 minutes, and I hope to see the Punisher as John Bernthal as Frank Castle / the Punisher in the future, but who knows? Um, yeah, he took in the credits. He was one of the writers, so there's that as well. I didn't know he did write like that as at all. So, without any further ado, that is all I have for today's video. This will look a little differently over the next few months, but I hope you can stay along and join us for the journey. Like the video, subscribe, hit that notification bell. We'll be back with an MCU Multiverse Saga compilation video tomorrow. We're at now 15 subscribers, 3 in the past few weeks, so let's get it on. Let's continue climbing and get on up to 20. I'll hope to see you all in the next one. Thank you all, goodbye, and God bless you all.